I should be live. It looks like. How you guys doing? Everybody doing something a little different today. As we are I'm going to fly my drone on a live stream and I guess show everybody how to do it. So let me know if you guys can hear me on the playback. It looks like I'm a little choppy for some reason. I think I know why. Let me close that program out and see if that does anything better. We got Just Being Jazzy's podcast, clips and crafty ideas in the building. Since you're the first person without a wrench, you get the moderator of the day. We got 9 people watching right now, so basically how I got it set up, I'm using the app called Let's View, which lets you mirror your phone, and you could put that onto OBS. I'll do that later, but since it took me a while to get started, let's go ahead and fly the drone. I'm going to move myself outside for this one, or closer outside. Oh, don't want to do that real quick. Camera then fell over. Okay, we're going to set this up outside right here, because that's where we will be flying. Bam. Bam. And now we're going to go ahead and fly the drone. And we are flying the drone. Let's put it into sport mode. And so this is basically where I live, right here in that house. See if I can back it up so you guys can see me. Where am I? Where am I? Somewhere over here. Okay, right there. That's where I'm at. Okay, go no higher than it. Oh, I'm not logged in, it says. It says I'm not logged in real quick. Hold on. Let me move my mic a bit closer to where I'm at so you guys can hear everything that I'm saying. Somebody said you flying over Angry Man's house. No, not over Angry Man's house at all. Let's see. Flying over my house at the moment. Okay, that's what I gotta bring the drone back because I haven't logged in yet. So let me see if I can bring it back to where I'm at. Says I'm not logged in. Let me log in, man. I don't even know my password. Okay, we're logged in. Okay. Let me move my other computer closer so I can see what people are saying in the chat. Microphone fell over and shit. Okay. Okay, that'll work. Let's see, what do you guys see? Okay, you guys see me logging in right now? Okay, so who do we got in the chat? We got Cool Jet, I Am Modern Day. Oh, we got Neon Eyes back in the building. Salute to Neon Eyes. We got somebody trolling, it looks like. Somebody says, I'm not afraid of GMT. If I get beat up, at least I have Neon. I don't know what that means, but keep it respectful. Somebody says, I Am Modern Day Samson says, drones are used for stalking and perverted acts of the peeping Tom theme. Close your blinds when undressing. Okay, well, looks like we gotta go ahead and demod somebody because they can't. I guess I Am Modern Day Samson. No, he can't be respectful, so we just gonna go ahead and we gonna send your boy to the shadow realm. If you can't respect people's relationships, we just gonna send you to the shadow realm. But let's get back to flying. Okay, now since we're logged in, we should be able to fly further. So I'm not only going to fly this drone, I also have an FPV drone which goes way faster than this drone. We're going to check out that drone as well. We're going to get that one set up and I'll show everybody how I do that. So right now we're just flying. Let's see, where do we want to go? Okay. Thought I was losing connection. Let me brighten up my cell phone because I can't see a damn thing. Okay, I cannot see a damn thing. Okay, there we go. We got 73%. So we're just looking over the city of Hayward. Okay, I'm getting a bunch of interference for some reason. Let's fly back over here. There's the freeway overlooking Castro Valley right there. Weak signal, adjust antennas. Guess I'm a bit too far. Oh, I'm completely frozen. Pixelated. So I'm trying to bring it to where I live. Got lost. Okay. Trying to see where I'm at because I am lost right now. Because I do not see where I live. Why doesn't this not want to work? Why does this not want to work? Okay, let's see where I'm at. Tilt the gimbal down. Okay, I think I live over there. Yeah. Okay, now I know exactly where I'm at now. Okay. Okay, now we're back at my house. There's me. I guess. Trying not to crash. Oh. To the left. Oh, no, to the right. To the left a little bit. We don't want to crash. Turn it. Let's rise up just a little bit. Let's go up the stairs. There we go. Nice. Let's go cine mode, so we're a little bit slower. And there's the Corvette, looking real nice. Back to sport mode. Some wires I don't want to hit. There's me right there. So that's the regular DJI drone right there. Let's see what you guys are saying. Somebody says flexing the Corvette. This is beautiful. I'm hypnotized. So now I'm gonna hook up the FPV drone real quick. So that drone, it flies faster, and I'll be able to fly it better because I'll be flying it from a first person perspective. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that set up real quick. Let me do this. Come over here to OBS real quick. Let's go back to the Elgato. Okay. Okay. So now we're going to set up the FPV drone. For those of you that don't know what an FPV drone, this is what the drone looks like. It's way bigger than the smaller FPV drone. Turn that off. Let's see what we got. Somebody says, what does GMT do for a living? I referee and I do a little bit of videography. Just a little bit, not much. But mainly referee. Football and basketball. Somebody, Builder Bunker says, biggest waste of money I ever spent, but I love it. He said, he has a coupe that is all white too. Yep. Let's see, we got Char Willie in the building. But let's set up the FPV drone. We gotta put a battery in. Gotta take this gimbal protector off first. Once we get the gimbal protector off, we gotta put in one of these ND filters. This will help give you that motion blur. So when most people fly their FPV drones, they usually put a GoPro on top because they think the GoPro picture is better than the camera that's already on there. But I like the camera that already comes on the FPV, even though the GoPro, it's more wider and you could do more stuff in post-production with it. But I like the simple setup. So now that we got that on, what do we gotta do now? What do I need? I need to turn on these goggles. So I gotta find the batteries for it. So you just basically, this is the battery that keeps the goggles on. You plug in the goggles like that. I guess I'll turn the drone on first. So when the drone turns on, it does this little startup thing. Set it right there. Okay, where did my cell phone go? Alright, once you get the cell phone hooked up, you got a dual USB-C, so USB on one side, USB-C on the other. This is going to allow me to hook it up to my cell phone and then use that app to get everything situated. So we're going to now turn on the app. I got to turn this on first. Now it should already be on. Turn on the controller. Okay, now it's on. Okay. Okay, so now I can go back to my OBS. Oh, almost broke everything. Okay, so now we're in the drone room. So now you guys can see what I can see, basically. Of course, mine has all of the options and all of the options, battery, what mode I'm in, everything like that. So we're gonna put that on. So what do we get? We got a battery communication error. So the battery isn't plugged in all the way. Should be now. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and fly. So do you guys see what I see? Yep. Why doesn't that want to fly? There we go. Now it wants to fly. You guys ready at home? Let me put it in sport mode before I even get... Whoa. Okay, we're in sport mode now. Now we're going to take off. Wow! I done almost crashed. I done almost crashed. Okay. Right now I'm just flying in circles. Pretty fun, pretty fun. I can't fly too far because it will lose connection. I don't want to lose connection to it. Fly over here, but not hit. Okay. Let's see if we could get to the freeway. What's that beeping? Oh, is it buffering over in your end? Let me pause it real quick. see what you guys see. Okay, we got the faith factor in the building. How you doing? Okay, so you guys can see exactly what I'm seeing. I guess I'll fly it back out to the freeway again. See if we could chase some cars. Make sure I'm not pixelated. See if it'll let me fly back home, at least. So I can't get too far because I lose connection due to all these trees. That's nice right there. Can't fly that far either. Let's see. Can you guys still see? I guess I'll take it back home. Not yet. I still got full battery. Don't want to hit the power lines. Turn the hole. Okay. So now I got the low battery. And got it to land. So tell me what you guys think about that. I'm looking at it on the playback right now. See what you guys are looking at. But that's pretty much how you fly the FPV drone. I'm looking at the footage. It looks good. It looks good right here. Somebody said this is dope.
What about the other dog? Does it come by?
Okay, so Build a Bunker knows something about drones. Rainy Woman says, let me find out GMT is a high value troll. Let's see what happened last time. Okay. Yeah, they do cool air tricks and neon eyes. I haven't learned manual mode yet. I just fly it on sport. Because I don't want to fly it on manual mode and then crash it and have to replace the drone for another time. Yeah, so I got multiple drones. I guess I'll show you all the drones that I have. So I got this drone right here, which is the Mavic Mini. And I got FPV drone, which you all just saw me fly. And then I got this drone right here, the Skydio drone, which is an autonomous drone. I could buy a controller and fly it like this one, but I think the controller with this one is better than the controller with this one. But this is an autonomous drone, so if I want to go bike riding or ice skating or whatever action sport and I needed to follow somebody, I can use this drone and it will follow that person. I don't have to worry about having a controller to fly it. Because one thing I would love to do with my FPV drone is let somebody drive my Corvette and then I chase the Corvette with the FPV drone, but I haven't been able to find anybody who can drive the Corvette. That I got that drone, and I got two other drones as well. Then I have these drones right here. As you can see, little cheap toy drones that they're supposed to fly like that one, but it's Wi-Fi connected, so the connection and the control that you have over the drone isn't that good, and the flight time isn't that long. I think it's like 5 to 7 minutes, but they were okay drones when I had it the first time. Okay, so I see the drone landing back home. Somebody said how much? So the FPV drone, it'll run you anywhere from $1,200 to $1,500 depending on if you get the Fly More combo or not, or you can buy it used. You can buy the whole thing used for about $800. I would definitely suggest buying it used. And the reason I say buying it used, because you're getting the same drone, and most people who buy them and return them, they're traditional FPV drones, and they don't like the feel of the DJI drone because it's bigger and they feel the handling isn't that good. But if you're looking to get into FPV drone, I would say get the DJI because you don't have to worry about building your own quad. I bought a quad FPV drone and I wasn't able to charge the batteries. I wasn't quite able to put it together even if it's already together. It's just you gotta actually know something about FPV drones. So I would suggest getting the DJI because it's ready to fly out of the box as opposed to getting the pre-built quadcopter because you still gotta tune it. Then if it breaks, you gotta repair it. You gotta learn how to charge it with batteries. And it only gets 2 minutes of flight, like 5 to 7 minutes of flight time depending on which batteries you get. But it's a bit more nimble, a bit more faster, I guess, and you could fly those anywhere. So with the DJI and the DJI drones, there's like you can't fly them like in all places depending on if it's near an airport or if there's some government restriction, you won't be able to fly it. But with the FPV quad, you can fly those anywhere. Drones, if you lose connection to your goggles, let's say your goggles loses connections or your controller loses connections, well, your drone is going to crash and you're going to have to either find where your drone crashed, which is going to be pretty difficult. But with the DJI FPV drone, it has the return to home feature. So if you lose contact, if you lose connection with your drone, it'll stabilize itself and then it'll eventually return home. So you don't have to worry about losing your drone. So that's pretty much about drones. Somebody says, well, what you might not want, because the FPV drone, it comes with a motion stick controller. So picture yourself flying a helicopter, you can fly it with the stick, but most people choose to fly it with the controller, and I would prefer flying it with the controller because you got more control over the drone, and it gives you a better. So that's pretty much it. Then of course I got the filters depending on how bright it is and if I want motion blur or not, and depending on the look of the whatever ICO I want. That's what the ND filters are for. So I have ND filters for the 3 drones that I use the most. Let's see, what else is there about drones? What else about drones? I would love to upgrade this to the Mavic Mini 2. In fact, I have 2 of these drones for the time being. I didn't plan on having 2 of these drones, but I have 2 for now, and I want to upgrade to the Mavic Mini because I think the Mavic Mini has OcuSync and it's better connection in between the cell phone controller and the drone. He said, do these have night vision, and how long can they record for? So depending on which SD card you put in, if you put in a 32 gig, a 32, what was that, a 32 gig, a 64 gig, a 128 gig, depending on how big of a mini SD card you put in the drone, that's how long it'll be able to record for. So I think, let's see, what do I have on this one in my Mavic Mini? But it's more than enough. Probably a couple of hours. And I think with the FPV drone, I got a 64 gig in that one. Then the Skydio, I got a 64 gig in that one as well. Do they have night vision? They don't have night vision. So the Skydio drone, I can't fly at night because the autonomous systems won't work. It has to be real well lit for the Skydio drone to even fly. So that can't fly in the dark. The Mavic Mini can fly in the dark, and the FPV can fly in the dark, but you want to fly in well lit areas so that you can see. So if it was nighttime and I took the FPV drone up, I wouldn't be able to see anything but the city lights because it's dark. Let's see, we got the Village Arsonist in the building. Salute to the Village Arsonist. Any more questions? Any more things about drones? So since I've been flying drones a bit more, as webcams it looks like. So what else about drones that I wanted to get into? I've been looking for different drone groups in Facebook. There hasn't been any specific drone events or a strong drone population out here in the Bay Area, so that may be something I have to build myself. Depending on what drone you have. So the reason I like, but I definitely want to upgrade from the Mavic Mini into either the Mini 2 or the Mavic Air 2S. Those are the higher end drones. They even have a Mavic Cinemi 3 drone, whatever, which costs like $2,000. That's supposed to be the top of the line drone where it comes with its own terabyte of storage already in the drone. So that's definitely a good drone to get, but I'm not at that level yet, but I'm trying to get there. But I'm happy with the drones that I have. They're able to, I use the Mavic Mini for car photography and cinematography. So if you see some of my pictures on Instagram, some of my pictures that I put up there were taken with the drone. Then with the FPV drone, I want to get into more car chasing, but there hasn't been any events in which we're driving our cars, because most cars and coffee meetups, they usually park their cars and talk about what they've done to their cars. So I'm looking to build a car community where we could go out and drive our cars, drive spiritedly, drive at higher speeds but within the speed limits and do some car stunts. But just gotta find people who are able to do that. They gotta manage everything around their work schedules and everything like that. So it's a little bit more difficult, but I got a couple of ideas in mind. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and shut this one down. If there isn't any more questions that the people want to ask, I gotta get ready in an hour to go somewhere. Get ready. So with that said, any more questions from anybody? Am I still buffering? Why am I buffering on my laptop? Why am I buffering on my laptop? Yeah, but I like this setup a little bit better. A nice clean picture right here with the trees in the background. I might have to come outside and do some more live streams, it looks like. Neon Eye said it was a cool stream. Yep, a cool quick stream. But I'm going to shut this one down. Y'all know who it is. It's your boy GMT. I think when I do my live streams in the day, instead of playing music for like the first 10 minutes, letting the people come in, I think I'm going to fly the FPV drone for like 5 to 10 minutes with music being played in the background. And then get into my trolling stuff. And do some other stuff as well. I think that'll be a great idea. But y'all know who it is. It's your boy GMT. Peace. Wow, that's a clear picture right there. That's a pretty clear picture right there. We got Baller X in the building. Salute to Baller X. Oh. Yeah, well, I'm gonna shut this one down. Watch it on the playback and see what it looks like. Oh, what do you know? What do you know? What do you know? The computer done froze on me. Okay, there we go.